Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Steven from Southern Arboreals. Today we're going to be featuring something quite amazing. A Goliath bird-eating tarantula. These guys are pretty big and scary. So let's go ahead and cover some facts on Goliath bird-eating spiders. So one thing about these Goliath bird-eating spiders, you can see from, we'll say, fangs to the back of the abdomen, you're looking at like 4.5 inches. That's pretty scary. I think that's full grown too. And with the legs spread out, it says that they can reach 11 inches. 11 freaking inches, dude. Isn't that freaking crazy? These tarantulas, they're native to South America. They come from Guyana, Suriname, Venezuela. They're solitary spiders, or tarantulas, sorry, spiders. They are solitary tarantulas, so they like to burrow. Another thing is a defense mechanism. They like to flick the hairs on the back of their butt, and it does get irritating because you can breathe in those little hairs. They can actually make a hiss sound. I'm not sure we can get him to do that. He makes me nervous because he's a big ass tarantula. Come on. Show us your abilities, big spider. So I picked up this Goliath bird-eating tarantula actually from our local reptile store. I had a bird-eating tarantula probably 5 years ago, but I was getting out of the Navy, so I had to move to Georgia, and I had to decide which animals I was going to keep and which animals I was going to get rid of. So my old Goliath bird eater went to another friend back in California. So the other day I was looking up things about Goliath bird-eating spiders because I was like, man, I really want to get one again. And I went to the local reptile store and I found this guy, this Goliath bird eater. He's pretty big. I doubt that he's full grown. You can keep him, probably the best size habitat is a 20-gallon terrarium. You could do bioactive, or you can just do a simple setup with a hide, maybe some peat moss as the soil. They'll always need a clean water dish. They do drink from water dishes. Something you can feed these Goliath bird-eating spiders is, some people feed them mice. They do eat frogs and lizards and other invertebrates in the wild, larger size ones. This guy is, I haven't fed him any pinkies. I don't want to protein overload. So basically, I just feed this guy large dubia roaches. He just ate yesterday. I don't know if it's a he or a she. So I pretty much feed him dubia roaches every day. I would like to try to feed him some anoles. That would be kind of cool. But strictly he's on a bug diet. I don't think I'm going to offer pinkies to him. Maybe every once in a while. But I want to strictly keep him on dubias. I think it's a healthier choice for these bird-eating spiders. These Goliath bird-eating spiders, they actually have a really long lifespan. I actually met a lady at the reptile store when I picked this guy up. This old lady, she was like, oh, I used to have a Goliath. She said it was 36 years old and that it was its max length, like 11 inches or so. They had like 10.5 or 11 inches stretched out. And she said she had it that it was 36 years old. She had it for about, I don't know. Apparently she had it for 36 years. She got it when it was the size of her fingernail. And then she gave it to the local high school, I guess the science department or whatever. She doesn't know if it's still alive, but if that's true, that's probably a record number for a Goliath bird-eating spider living in captivity. It's pretty freaking insane. So the myth about these spiders is that they eat birds. Actually, when they were discovered by some dude's name that starts with an L, Latarelli or whatever, in 1804, they had found a bird-eating spider on top of a bird carcass, I think it was maybe by chance that they found it on the bird carcass, so that's how it got its name, the Goliath bird-eating spider, which isn't true. I've never seen a Goliath eat a bird. I've never seen other people feed him birds. There might be crazy people out there that do that, but I don't want to hurt the animal, so I won't offer prey items like that. Like I said, just dubia roaches for now, because I got a big dubia colony with a bunch of large dubias in it, so that's what this guy's gonna eat. Guy or gal, sorry. For housing on these Goliath bird-eating spiders, I said a 20-gallon previously. You can keep them in a 20-gallon long. I guess as they would reach their max size, probably want to throw them in a 29-gallon, maybe a 30-gallon. Maybe you want to put them in a 55-gallon. That's pretty freaking sweet. I would do that too. You'll want to keep these guys at a moderate temperature or moderate humidity level. 78 to 82 degrees seems to be a sweet spot for these Goliath bird eaters. Not an expert, but I do know how to take care of Goliath. So yeah, so if you're thinking about getting a Goliath, make sure that you do your research. Because another thing is with the Goliath bird-eating spider, like they're pretty, I think they're sensitive. You know, when they eat a lot of stuff, they have a lot of decaying bugs and things like that inside their enclosure. You're going to want to make sure that you do spot cleaning and stuff like that, because those decaying bugs can attract mites, mold. So, you don't want mold in there. I don't think anybody wants mold. So maybe like a bioactive setup with a cleanup crew, that might help. Some springtails and some isopods. Honestly, I don't think a spider this big is probably going to eat isopods, because they're pretty small. They'll be hiding under the leaf litter. So I'm actually going to be doing a bioactive setup for one of my friends at work. He wants a Goliath bird-eating spider. He's owned tarantulas before, you know, back in the day, but he wants to go ahead and tackle the Goliath bird-eating spider. So hopefully we can do a video on that, and that'll be freaking sweet. So like I said, if you guys want to get a Goliath bird-eating spider, think about it first. They got big-ass fangs. They're big. They're aggressive. This one, I don't know if I would say he's aggressive. He's pretty cool. I'm going to try to touch him. You guys want to see me touch him? Probably flick some hairs at me. Oh, there he goes. He's freaking huge. It's a big tarantula. I won't handle him because I'll probably get bit. And they got a pretty nasty effing bite. You don't want to get bit by these guys. You're not going to die if you get bit, but I'm pretty sure your hand's going to swell up and it's going to freaking hurt. They got fangs like this freaking long. I don't know, like that long. They're pretty long. So, alright guys. Well, thanks for watching this video. I just wanted to introduce this Goliath bird-eating spider, and hopefully you think it's cool. And yeah, as always, be cool, stay in school, and get a Goliath bird-eating spider if you do your research and you're up for the challenge. Later.